Hello, Cinefam. Probably the most difficult part for Mani Ratnam in making Ponniyin Selvan must have been the condensation of the five-volume novel to just a two-part cinematic experience, especially when the novel is entirely about parallel storytelling with too many characters. So, to build the base for all of them to set them in a much aged historical era of 10th century and to get most of it correct is a colossal task. Tuning into the entire review. Ponniyin Selvan 1 is a superbly made film, at least in my opinion, especially the storytelling is pure class and masterful, perfectly paced with the excellent performances make it a truly worthy watch. Actually, the story is such a mammoth in itself that it engulfs every other shortcoming that comes in its way, thus making the film a treat for the audience, especially cinephiles. For the unversed, just a little build up of what or rather who is Ponniyin Selvan. Guys, I'm not telling you the whole story here as it will spoil the fun and excitement in the thrilling moments for you. तो PS1 हमें ले जाती है हजारों साल पीछे जब तमिलनाडु में सिक्का चलता था चोला साम्राज्य का। अब कहानी में मेजरली ये देखने को मिलता है कि कैसे पोनियन सेल्वन अरुलमोली वर्मन becomes the most successful and inspiring ruler of his dynasty as Rajaraja Cholan despite the many ires of the throne and family feud. एक चीज़ जो थोड़ी प्रॉब्लमेटिक लग सकती है ऑडियंस को वो है इतने सारे कैरेक्टर्स के ये बड़े बड़े नाम। मैंने तो पहले सुना था और पढ़ा भी था पोनिन सेल्वन के बारे में आफ्टर द प्रोजेक्ट गॉट अनाउंस्ड। सो आई विल रिकमेंड कि फिल्म देखने से पहले आप अपने दिमाग में पीएस का एक माइनर इमेज बना ले विद ऑल द कैरेक्टर्स, वरना आपको थोड़ी बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है to understand the family tree, including the complex storyline which has plenty of intricate details in them. One more thing which is extremely unfortunate is the relentless comparisons of Ponniyin Selvan with Baahubali and the sudden staging of the fact that Mani Sir is not as competent a director as Rajamouli Sir. Now, I seriously don't understand where this argument of suspicion on Mani Sir is coming from. He has proved his mettle since the very beginning of his career and also with the bunch of distinctive works that he's done in all these years, including Iruvar, Guru, Nayagan, OK Kanmani, that is O Kadal Kanmani, and now PS1. On the other hand, Rajamouli sir has an altogether different way of making movies, which includes fantasies and epics majorly, and he likes to make movies which have thrilling moments where goosebumps are guaranteed, including high octane action. Basically, everything in his film is for masses and is really commercial. But Mani Ratnam, although making a film of the same genre, he'll not take the same conventional route and apply the formula, but he does everything in his own way, which is artistic, real, attractive, imperfect, and beautiful. Now, Mani Ratnam has actually conceived the idea of making Ponniyin Selvan 20 years ago, after the project had been shelved by legends like MGR and Kamal Hassan. But he was really skeptical if people would accept his two-part film or not, as it is practically impossible to adapt a five-volume book to a 3 hour long theatrical experience. It was only after Rajamouli's Bahubali in 2019 that helped Mani Ratnam muster up the courage to make PS1 and 2, as he was by then convinced that people are conceiving the two-part magnum opus concept extremely well. So basically, Bahubali is the reason we are seeing Manisha's PS1, but that does not mean that the audiences are free to make harsh comparisons between the two or even with the novel and the movie. This is the Mani Ratnamized Ponniyin Selvan, which is obviously different from Kalki's or any director's version. Likewise, the Rajamouli Ponniyin Selvan would have been a really different one, probably a more commercialized one. So please stop comparing the two directors and kindly respect and cherish the body of work both the legends are making. Now, according to me, the best part about Ponniyin Selvan are its magnificent yet realistic characters, and upon them, the extremely convincing performances starting from the actor exuding the most impact, Vikram Sir, who plays the Crown Prince Aditya Karikalan, a love-lone soul who, despite of being a prince, lives the life of a mere soldier and constantly wages war as he struggles to forget his childhood sweetheart, Nandini, brilliantly played by a wickedly beautiful and mysterious Aishwarya Rai. Karthi delivers a stellar performance in an incredible character, Vandyadevan, who is a fun loving warrior, a playful, mischievous, and flirtatious person, and he is a close confidant of Karikalan. Jayam Ravi has masterfully played the titular role. He totally shines as Arulmoli Varman, even though he appears only after the interval. His camaraderie and action scenes with Karthi are spectacular, especially the climax scene is just wow. Trisha, often referred as the Queen of South India, has become the Queen of Hearts here by playing the elegant, responsible, intelligent, and supremely graceful Kundavai. But if you ask about my fav, that's gonna be definitely this sexy, courageous, and a bold Samudra Kumari Poongalali, played brilliantly by Aishwarya Lakshmi. Sobita Dulipala as Vanati did not get much screen time other than the Ratchasa Mamane song, but she looks totally ethereal, I must say. These two women are incredibly talented actresses, and I'm already loving the fact that we'll get to see more of the bulk of their beauty and talent in PS2. All the other actors, including R. Sarathkumar, Jairam, Vikram Prabhu, Prakash Raj sir, and Jayachitra ma'am, everyone has played their parts to perfection. So much of goodness going on here. Let's talk about the flaws for a change now. Number 1. They had so many subplots to show according to the book, including Vandyadevan and Alwar Kadian's camaraderie. Oh my god, it's almost a tongue twister. Nandini being a mystery, Vandyadevan's encounter with Nandini, Poongulali and Ponniyin Selvan's romantic bonding, the intro of Ummai slash Moni Rani, Periya Paluvettarayar slash Parvateshwar sexually lusting over Nandini, and a lot more. But apart from staying true to the novel, Manisa also had to focus on the fact that they have too much of story to show. So they have to almost buck up in order to suffice all the important facets of the novel. But despite the film being of 2 hours and 50 minutes long and a tight screenplay, the first half seems dragged, with too much of Karthi and his hilarious encounters, although enjoyable but doesn't really add anything of value to the further storyline. Number 2. I don't know if people are gonna bash me for saying this, but A.R. Rahman sir has been really disappointing this time. By the way, starting from the best Alai Kadal, introducing Poongalali by Antra Nandi is just pure bliss. Ponni Nadi is really good too, but these two songs individually are of almost 5 minutes. Well, I am fine with them because these are staged and fitted well into the film and are brilliant songs, but my problem was with the unnecessary Devralan Atam and Racha Samamane being equally big songs. These two seem like a time waste and nothing else. Could have definitely been shortened in my opinion. Chola Chola also seems an absolute misfit. Number 3. Action scenes choreographed by Sham Kaushal and Dinesh Subbarayan could have been better, especially the Rashtrakoot war scene, but the fight between Arunmoli Vandyadevan and the Pandyas on the ship seemed extremely natural and believable, so I loved that scene. Number 4. The climax, although better than Brahmastra, could have actually been better. By the way, it's not that much of a problem. Overall, a tighter first half, more focused on storyline with shortened songs, could have made the final film close to a masterpiece. Actually, the biggest flaw for me would be the characterization, which had to be better and to be provided with more depth and shades. But in order to do that for each character here, they had to make nothing less than a full fledged series dedicated to Ponniyin Selvan, which would have actually been a great choice for the lovers of Ponniyin Selvan. But considering Manisa's dream of making this piece of Tamil literature available for big screen majestic experience, we need to understand that we could not have gotten better characterization than what we have now in PS1. I guess PS2 would be even better as we are so much into the world now. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't see any more flaws, and I think I should start with the good for now. Number 1. Superlative performances by everyone, especially Chiyaan Vikram as Karikalan. Even with less and not so impactful dialogues, what he did with his eyes was so damn excruciating that it almost pierced every heart. Also, the screen lit up every time Aishwarya Rai entered in. Karthi too really fleshed out his character well. Overall, the performances are one of the strongest aspects as of why you should see PS1. Number 2. Unbelievably brilliant camera work by Ravi Varman. Cinematography in Manisa's movies have always been beautiful and thoughtful, but the kind of emotional connect we feel through his camera with the characters is very rare. Be it the constant shaking close ups of Aditya Karikalan, which depict the constant mental disturbance and the emotional damage he has had, be it the close up of Vandyadevan and his loving horse Semba, be it the excellent usage of camera showing the realistic bazaars of Tanjore, and the greenery with scenery of Sri Lanka. Number 3. Tota Tharani Sir's production design is also incredible, because of which we get a real idea of how the real ancient buildings of 9th and 10th century actually looked like. He built convertible sets for PS, which saved a lot of money and time for Manisa, Suhasini ma'am, and Subhaskaran sir. Also, the costumes are rare and regal and are visually appealing with lots of ornaments, all thanks to Eka Lakhani. Number 4. This was hands down one of the best novel adaptations according to me because it's charming, simple, and grounded. The enigma and intimacy in PS1 is sure to make you spellbound. Overall, it's a nuanced approach, But what I would request you is to have a little bit of patience while watching it, as you're going to be entering a world so old yet so contemporary in nature. I'm sure that with time, PS is going to age like fine wine and will acquire cult status in our whole nation, and people will realize how good the film actually is. And yeah, the film is UA rated, matlab only people of age 12 plus can watch the film. I watched it with my entire family, so for me it's definitely family friendly content. Do share your thoughts with me on PS. Follow me on Twitter at Jonaya003. Subscribe for more like this and press the bell button for notifications. Lots of love. Thanks for watching, and I'll be right back with a new video.